Hey, what's up, YouTube? Asteroid Austin here from the Too Far Out TV YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk to you about how I gave away my identity. This is going to be somewhat of like a story of growing up. And I want to make this video because I feel like a lot of you might be able to relate to what I'm about to say. So just like all of you, I was born once. And when I was growing up, I had family members and guardians and friends and teachers and all these people that I would be around on a regular basis. And these are people that taught me about life. These are people that seemed to have my best interests at hand, people that fed me, people that would take me shopping, people that would nurture me and tell me they love me and stuff like that, and so like there's people who are in my life or are still in my life that raised me, and through that process I was taught a lot of things about life. And all truths are half truths, they say. And so what this means is that although no matter what I believe in the world, no matter whatever I was taught, in one way or another I can embody that and take it on as my own and form beliefs around these opinions about reality that I was given, or just about the world, about the way I should live. Like an example is like, am I racist? Like some people grow up in households that promote racism still, and some families don't promote racism. And I don't know which one's better. I'm not personally racist. Does that make me better than someone who is? No. They're just different viewpoints. And so I was raised with certain viewpoints. And one of the things that I learned growing up is how to be a people pleaser. And a really good one. I like to think I'm good at everything I do. I like to overexcel at everything. That's just because I got a really big ego. So anyway, I was raised to be a really good people pleaser. And so through that experience, I would develop friendships or family ships, people that were in my family or whatever, and and I would start to talk to people, and I had like a pretty low self-esteem, pretty low confidence. And so when I'm talking to these people who seem to have my best interests at hand and seem to have a little bit more confidence in me, I would look to them like they knew better. Like they were supposed to give me the tools for life that were going to help me excel, that were going to help me succeed, right? And so I would give them that acknowledgement, that like, hey, like, you seem like you're doing pretty well. And so I would look to these people and I would give them my trust. I would give them a piece of me. I'd give them, I'd be like, hey, like, again, you seem like you got things together. You seem pretty confident. You seem like you have my best interests at hand. Like you wouldn't steer me in a wrong direction. Yeah, every time you would give me advice, I would embody that and say that, this is how I'm going to act now because I got this advice from somebody that I admire. Right? And I don't want to say was forced, because I wasn't, but I was highly encouraged and influenced to be influenced by these people, like people that you're around all the time. You know, they say that the people that you're around, like the top 5 people that you're around, are the people that influence you the most. You know, so you gotta secure your top 5 spots. Who are they? Who are you gonna let influence you, um, and make you a better person? Who are you gonna let do that? Who's gonna be your role models? You know, and so basically, I'm gonna also say this too. I'm like a chameleon, okay? So every single individual in my life, I would develop a relationship with. And based on this relationship, I would act in a certain way. I would speak in a certain way. I would use certain words. I would have certain intentions, you know, all of that. You know, I would be playing a certain character based on the individual that I was around, or sometimes group of individuals that I was around. And sometimes, and this would get really tricky. This is why my chameleon instincts got so good. My parents are separated. Sometimes I would be with this family member on this side, and then I would be with like this friend who, like, they bring out totally different sides of me, and I have to find that middle ground. And if you really look at the way that you interact with people, you might find that you have some of these characteristics too. In which ways do you change the way that you act or dialogue depending on who you're communicating with? If you've noticed anything like that, go ahead and share it in the comments. Um, so yeah, so each individual person, right, in some way, shape, or form, I have developed a certain character or a certain um, reflection of Austin. Who can Austin be in this moment to reveal a certain side of him in this relationship, so that I can be perceived a certain way, whether it's like to feel accepted, or um, you know, because I was trying to manipulate somebody, because I'll be honest, I'm guilty of that in the past as well, or where I have felt weak around people and would let them take advantage of me mentally or whatever, you know. Um, and so based on each family member and friend or mentor or anybody, right, I developed a certain character, a certain style of me, and I did that because I wanted the other person to like me. Bottom line. And I was taught to do this by the way I was raised. So I was taught to incorporate these habits, and then I carried these habits out so that I would be liked. And then I realized it. That's when I realized I gave away my identity. I gave away who I was. I gave away who I wanted to be based on what I thought other people wanted me to be, because I was trying to please everybody. And then at a certain point, I had to realize that that's what I was doing, and I have to start taking my power back. I had to start taking my own energy back. And I had to start differentiating between, okay, well, now that I'm, like, I was in these mixed up codependent relationships, how do I reverse this and stay in my energy while maintaining a careful and strong boundary between their energy, right? And I have to know the difference. Whose energy is whose, right? And if I want to act in a certain way, or be a certain way, or grow into a certain character, how can I do that without letting somebody else influence me to change and be somebody that they want me to be? You understand? So that's where I had to become stronger mentally to be able to overcome my environment, or to be able to see through the lies I was telling myself and other people, so that I could start to build and start to change into the person that I wanted to become. So no matter who I have been, I can become anybody I want to be. There are no excuses, and it doesn't matter where you came from, it matters where you're going. You get what I'm saying? So although in the past I have given my identity away to people in my life, and I have changed myself to become a version of who I thought other people wanted me to be. I have now since retracted that and have evolved into who I have decided I would like to become. So now that's gonna sound wild. I'm still not an end result yet. I am a catalyst for the individual I would like to become. And then as I become that individual, that's actually just going to be a catalyst to grow into a greater version, because you can't just stop, baby. Once you start going, you got to get that momentum, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. Cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share some stuff down below if you want to talk about how you might have given your identity away. Okay? Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.